Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Got plenty of noises happening around us. We've got skeletons, we've got a bunch of chickens, we got Wolfie, and we have a door. We have a door for once. Whoops, I almost tried to sleep there, but we have a door here. Because we are, oh, that's cool. We made a little house in the spires of Atlantis-ness. Oh, there's a zombie up there. Oh, he's gone. He's no longer where I pointed to. But, yeah, it's kind of a cool area. Stepping in the flames. Kind of a cool area that we ended the last episode in. But we are starting this episode 436, by grabbing Wolfie. That is east. That's the direction we have come from, and we are going west, where there is a creeper. Oh, he sees us. Gotta go. Got to go. Oh, man. Yeah, Wolfie. I got Wolfie, all right? That's good. That's a good thing. And, yeah, we're just going to continue west, so I hope you enjoyed the views. Oh, no. All right, well, he's not going to allow us to enjoy the views one last time of the spires of Atlantis-ness. So we're going to continue on west here in Farlands or Bust. It is a Friday, another creeper. It is Friday, January 9th, 2015. And we're still raising money for Child's Play charity at farlandsorbust.com. We have surpassed $18,000. We are at $18,110 even. Couple very generous donations came in. I do appreciate that. You're helping get toys, books, games to kids in hospitals around the world. Around the world. Learn more about Child's Play charity at childsplaycharity.org. Our goal this season, Season 5, is $50,000. Inching closer indeed. And then when we do reach that goal is when I will finally press F3. I don't press F3. For those of you who aren't aware, F3 gives you your coordinates in the video game Minecraft. And by knowing the coordinates, we'll know how far we've been walking. And I only do that after we reach our charity goal, and after the then Flobathon live stream celebration thingamabob we do on twitch.tv/KurtJMac. I press F3 live and on the air in front of a live studio audience. And we find out how far we walked, and it's a fancy old time. We've had 3 of them thus far. Hence, we are on Season 5. The first, it's kind of weird how I split this up. You'll have to go back to my channel and look at my playlists, because Season 1 of Farlands or Bust was before it was known as Farlands or Bust. It was when I was just playing regular old Minecraft, and then I decided to start walking. Season 2 starts when I say, you know what, let's do this as a charity thing, as a charity fundraiser. Season 2 is where I first named it Farlands or Bust. Where I had the first goal of $820 for the charity, and we reached that very quickly, so then Season 2 then continues to the $8,200 mark. And then Season 3, we raised $17,000 or $12,000. I don't remember now, but yeah, we based that off the first F3 number, and then there was another Flobathon, which was the 3-day Flobathon? I'm confused. Even I don't know. Just look at my my YouTube playlists. You'll figure it all out there. I was able to obtain a copy of the footage of the first Flobathon. It was pretty terrible. It was not good at all. It was like the first time I'd ever live stream on Twitch. I was not prepared, both technically and commentarily. And I was getting like 2 frames a second. I'm surprised I didn't die, or Wolfie didn't die in the process of recording or broadcasting that Flobathon. But we did that, that was a fun time, and I do have the footage because Twitch recently removed all of the old archives, so I made sure to grab that just before that disappeared off the face of the earth. I might do something with that. I might just upload it for archive's sake, but I'm not sure. I have it, though. I have it. Otherwise, all the other Flobathons are up on my channel. Indeed. So, remember last episode where I talked about that SpaceX Falcon9 Dragon capsule launch that was supposed to be happening on Friday? It was delayed from Tuesday. Guess what? Got delayed again, and the new launch time is tomorrow. So you haven't missed it. You haven't missed it. Tomorrow, Saturday, at 4:45 a.m. Eastern Time. That is 9:47 GMT, 0947 GMT. And they're calling for 80% favorable weather, so hopefully everything goes according to plan with the launch tomorrow. I am by no means going to be awake that early to watch that launch, but the big thing there, obviously, as I've been mentioning over and over and over again, I've had so many opportunities to talk about it because it keeps getting delayed, is they're going to attempt the landing that first stage first stage booster rocket on a floating landing platform autonomously. So that is going to be an interesting day for space flight as well. And we'll keep an eye on the progress with that. Hopefully it happens, because if it doesn't go on Saturday, the next time they can do it is Tuesday, and I'll have to talk about it all over again on Monday. Oh, crazy stuff. But we have new space news. If you have clear skies in the next couple days, even the next couple weeks, here in the northern hemisphere, there's a comet in the skies. Comet Lovejoy is visible through the end of the month, but it's at its peak right now. It's kind of brightened a little bit more than people anticipated. It is right now located in between the constellation Orion and Taurus, and it's going to be moving kind of up into the south. Kind of, it's hard to explain. There aren't very simple directions when you're looking up at the sky, but yeah, I believe at least directly after sunset, Orion is rising above the western horizon, so it's going up into the north kind of over the next few weeks. It's still faint. It's magnitude 4 and very diffuse, so it's faint. It's not anything like a super bright comet. So you will at least need binoculars. Unless you're at a very dark site, you will at least need binoculars. It does tend to have it has a green glow to it, they say. You probably won't be able to see the tail. The tail is really dim. Just look it up on Google Images and you'll see some very cool amateur astrophotography. Has a very cool, very thin, wispy tail. But around it, the coma itself is a green kind of orb, glowing orb of cometitude, and that's pretty cool to see. So at least binoculars, if you do have a telescope, that obviously will assist your ability to view it as well. I'm not sure. I might attempt to. Whoops, we've got a lot. Oops. Okay, extra wood, everybody, extra wood. Might attempt to head out tonight to see it. But there are also, just searching Comet Lovejoy, there are a bunch of star maps and guides as to where it's going to be in the sky on what date. So highly recommended. One of these kind of rare-ish, made it, rare-ish astronomical events. Astronomical events of magnitude 4. Magnitude 4-ness. So, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And today's Friday, so kind of unofficially something I really committed to, but it's Fan Friday. And just before I started recording, I actually went up on Twitter and said, hey, give me your questions for the next 5 minutes. I'll add them to a list, and maybe I'll get to them in today's episode. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to answer some questions from Twitter. So I diversify my sources. Obviously, I normally take questions through donors to Child's Play charity. Leave leave comments and questions with their donations, but this time I went to Twitter. So we will talk about that and answer those questions after we make an elevated hidey hole for tonight. Ooh, apparently right next to a zombie spawner. Yeah, that's definitely a zombie spawner. Alright, we'll be alright though. So let's do this, that, and that. Plunk down the bed. Go to sleep. And sleeping near a zombie spawner nest. Is this thing accessible through here? Oh, it might be. No, it's not. Oh, how did you do that? That was like a 3-block drop. It's not really accessible. I'm not supposed to be hunting for spawners if I can't see them. But I am intrigued. I am intrigued. Wolfie? 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 Are you still stuck down there? Yeah, you are. You're trying to follow me underneath. Good job, guy. How about you get up here? Oh, you can't. You can't get up. This way. This away. There we go. And have a seat. I'm just curious. I'm just very curious. I am curious like George. Yep, that's a spawner. Alright, well, now I see it, I guess. Hey, guys. Oh, hey, guys. Be dead. Become dead. Death becomes of you. Oh, I should really... You know what? I should probably keep the diamond sword of spawn pointiness alive for a little bit longer, maybe. Are we alright? Is it safe? Is it secret? As Gandalf would say. Got some bread. Nothing much. What do we got over here? Iron. I'll take the iron. I am running significantly low on some iron. Alright, have a nice day, gentlemen. Do that and allow them to have their spawning as they wish. Although I will leave them a skylight, so during the day they will burn. I'm such a nice guy. Alright, so let's get rid of this stuff and let's continue on. And like I said, let's answer some questions from Twitter. From Twitter, username Rubot. What do you think of Twitter? Meta. It is a pretty cool place. It is certainly my favorite of the social media networks. Unless you are to call YouTube a social media network, which if you ask Google, they tend to have forgotten that part of it. But, yeah. Twitter, I've been around Twitter for a while. I've made the rounds, like 2009 or something. I joined mostly to start following and keeping track of the NASA and space people, the space people. The aliens, the extraterrestrials. No, the, space events, science. A lot of cool stuff was happening with the NASA, formerly known as NASA tweet-ups, then turned into NASA socials. Obviously, I got into the Juno launch, the first SpaceX launch, tweet-up social there in Florida, and that was pretty cool, all through Twitter. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with Twitter. It's changed a bit for me, obviously, now that, I went from being primarily a follower. Gosh, Wolfie, you just like falling in that water. Follower of people and stuff, and now I have more followers than I do people I follow. It used to be reversed. I follow quite a few people, over 1,000, I think. I don't know what the last count is, but... Ooh, a crater. That was the meteor sound effect. It's like a cat hairball is what that is. So yeah, Twitter is pretty cool. I'm starting to see a lot. I mean, obviously they need to monetize it somehow, and I'm starting to see a lot more, especially on my mobile devices, a lot more of the ads, sponsored tweets and things at the top of my timeline, which I'm not too fond of. And also, I don't like how they really got rid of a lot of the independent Twitter clients. I used to use a Twitter client called Brizzly, which was pretty awesome. and then it got bought by AOL and got less awesome until it disappeared. But more recently, Twitter basically removed authorization for other non-official Twitter clients, so all that we're left with is TweetDeck and the official Twitter Android client. There's a few other ones that I've been meaning to try just to diversify, because I don't like how they've changed the Android, the mobile client. The notifications is all weird. Every time it updates, at least on my tablet, it resets the notifications, so then I start to receive little buzzes and notifications every time someone sends me a reply or likes a YouTube video of mine or mentions my YouTube handle. So I've not been too much of a fan of that, but I think it's good because it's brief. It's nice and brief. It's definitely much better than Facebook in that regard. And the one, I've mentioned this before, but the one kind of analogy maybe that I think, no, not analogy, what's the word I'm looking for? A saying, just to Twitter, where it's they say Facebook is for connecting with people who used to be your friend. Twitter is for connecting with people who you want to be your friend. Is kind of the way I approach it. A lot has changed, obviously, but yeah, I like it. The Twitter. I like the Twitter. Phoenix Fan 65. I'm sorry, Phoenix Fan 765. I apologize to the Phoenix Fan 65. You did not ask this question. It is 765 who did. What cons do you plan on attending anytime soon? I plan on conning a Las Vegas casino out of some dough. Card counting. No, cons, conventions, obviously I already mentioned. PAX South at the end of this month. Actually, surprisingly and alarmingly soon, actually. In San Antonio. I get all the Texas. I get that mixed up with Austin and San Diego and San Antonio. But no, it's San Antonio, right? Yes, near the Alamo, in the basement. I gotta go find the basement of the Alamo and make jokes about Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. So yeah, we're gonna be going to that, and that is all that's on my plate right now. We don't know what is up or if anything is going to be up with Minecon this year. Now that Microsoft bought Mojang, they were obviously earlier in preparation of doing something with Minecon for Europe. They said spring, but I doubt that's going to happen now. I'm sure the plans have changed, so I don't know. We'll see what's going on with that. I know Vintage Beef is planning on going to PAX South, so I think a lot of us are kind of saying okay, so it doesn't look like Minecon's going to be happening anytime soon, so let's find something as kind of a substitute for now. So PAX South is something that's coming up that we'll be going to. There will be indeed a Mindcrack. What's the word I'm looking for? Panel on the Friday at 5 p.m. I believe. It's on the schedule, but yeah, the Mindcrack panel is going to be happening, so it'll be interesting. And otherwise, I just feel like hanging out around the convention. Maybe we'll do a separate convention. You don't need a ticket to the convention to have a meetup on the outside sort of situation like we did with Seattle the one time I was there. This is a cool area. Not quite as grand as the spires of Atlantis-ness, but pretty cool area here. But yeah, that's the only convention I can possibly think of at the moment. I've been trying to think. There could be. I kind of want to go to some non-gaming event or something. Like a car show or even a space-related stuff. Like sometimes there's space conventions, whether or not it be space flight stuff where a bunch of the old Apollo astronauts get together. Oh, hey! Whoa! Getting ambushed. That guy just popped out of nowhere. All right, guy. Serpentine. He's fast. This guy. Don't make me. I'll do it. All right. Wow, that was surprising. I'll take the residue from him, but I wonder, that's gotta be a spawner. There's no way they could have... This is gonna be a bad idea. Oh yeah, it probably is. Alright, never mind. That's just danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, KurtJMac, Farlander. Alright, we're leaving. Never mind. We already took on one spawner that we shouldn't have in this episode. We are not going to make it a second. Whoa. Watch where you're walking before you start asking these questions. On Twitter, Magic Sky Lady _ asks, what did the best burger you've ever eaten contain and where did you get it from? The best burger. There once was a place nearby my old place. That's like a spider spawner. It's the day of the spawners. Called, what was it called now? It was a barbecue place. They still exist, but not anywhere near me. What was it called? Oh, Smoky Bones. Smoky Bones was a good place. There are still some like down in Florida and stuff, but Smoky Bones. I can't remember. I've had many things at Smoky Bones. Smoky Bones had the best buffalo wings, in my opinion. They had some of the best pulled pork, at least in my area. I'm sure there's places in the South through the barbecue belt that have much better things than a chain restaurant does. But I remember having a really good burger there. It was probably your standard bacon cheddar standard burger, maybe barbecue on that as well. But I remember having an extremely good burger there once. It was a burger to remember. Let's go to sleep. And awakeness. This was all before my gluten-free situation, so these were all on normal buns as well. There was a place that opened up and went to, and I had like a burger cheddar something or other that was really good because it was like freshly shaved cheddar, like off the block. But then the second time we ended up going there is that time I got deathly ill with the food poisoning. This was the story about how I probably should have gone to the hospital because I was that dehydrated. I couldn't feel my legs. My legs were numb. That is a sure sign that you have some serious issues if you start to lose feeling in your body parts because you've been throwing up all night. And it was like there was an episode of Parks and Rec where they all get food poisoning. And Ron Swanson was like, I cracked the lid, or I cracked my toilet bowl or something like that. I'm like, yeah, that's how it felt. So never went back to that place. But the first time I ate there, it was a magnificent burger with some high quality cheddar. But the second time, no good. Kranis asks, what would your spirit animal be? I'll have to go with the probably expected answer of a turtle. That's probably why I had a turtle. The whole introverted, but still strong, I suppose. Still, turtles still have personalities, and they are that way for a reason. The whole shell thing, and that, they're not really social creatures, are they? But yeah, probably a turtle of some kind. A turtle and or tortoise. So we'll go with that. That was probably to be expected. Other people would have probably, if they didn't know me for that long, would have said wolf, because of the whole wolf thing. Also, people, holy mackerel! We're getting some awesome terrain here in these last few episodes. That is really cool. It's like cut. It's cut out of there. It's there's some intricate carvings in here. That is neat. It's just massive looking. The spires were kind of delicate and just kind of interesting and intricate looking. This is just like mass. It's Probably because it's mostly stone that we can see here. Massive! Ah! Who splash? Who splash? Who splash around us? Alright, let's get out of here, Wolfie. Let's see here. Mr. John Z, what time do you usually wake up? Later than I intend to. I have like an alarm that goes off at 7:45 in the morning, but I normally don't wake up until, say, 9 or so. Is this... Oh, hi, Wolfie. Is this like a lake of lava, or is it just a random flow? It's a very low, random flow. Interesting. Alright, we're kind of skirting around the edge here. Kurt is skirting. So, yeah, I try earlier, but it's generally around your 9 a.m.s. You know, sometimes I'll go for an 8 a.m. Careful, Wolfie, we're going up a hill, not down a hill. Neat. So yeah, about 9 a.m. maybe. Yeah, it's a difficult thing because I tend to get extra productive like around 11:30 at night. So I'm like, oh, let's start rendering or uploading and writing descriptions and making thumbnails for videos that are going to come out tomorrow and blah 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 blah. Oh, this looks like it's going to be awesome. Have a seat, Wolfie. Wait, this is like a whole ton of sand that is like 8 sands deep. Ha! Ah, it wasn't. I kind of wanted that to happen. But it didn't. Dang it. Wait, where did I leave Wolfie? Oops. He's up here somewhere. Jump! Jump, you bum. There we go, there he is. Alright. Ooh, this is kind of dangerous. Oh, crap. No, Wolfie, don't go running off the cliff. He's like, I gotta go! Roo! So yeah. Around that time. It varies. Spirit animal, wake up. Oh, here we go. Why does the compass mark south when you go west from Zipucky? Zipucky doesn't quite yet understand how Minecraft compasses work. The compass points to your original spawn, not to your previous bed, even though it serves as a spawn, but to your original spawn, which is generally typically around 0, 0. I never really took note of where my original spawn was in this map, but it's somewhere around there. So as long as I am walking with my back to where the compass is pointing, which means my spawn point is that way, then that means I'm traveling in a positive direction, so that I'm walking towards the Farlands as opposed to towards my spawn. I do wander and meander. I think at last count on the last F3 number I was 26,000 blocks to the south. I've been trying, and people keep reminding me that I'm failing at trying to head back north to try to zero out that coordinate, but Wolfie, careful, Wolfie. Those are cactuses. All right. But I try, but I get distracted, as I did going around that big land area over there. So yeah, it's the compass in Minecraft does not point north or anything. It points back to your original spawn. It was added to the game so that if you get lost and lose your original spawn, that you could find it. That's why it was kind of something that you had to get a bunch of iron, well, 4 iron and redstone. So it was a little bit of one of those advanced items to get. Because for those of you who didn't play back in the alpha days, losing your spawn and your house was a pretty tragic event. And getting lost was an easy thing in Minecraft. I've done that more times even before I started recording for YouTube. More times than I care to reminisce about. There are a lot of spawners today, but none of which I should really be exploring. Let's see, we can fit in a few more of these quick questions here from Twitter. Apple of Clowns asks, will you ever play any long RPGs on your channel? It's not my genre of games, to be honest. It's perhaps the tedium to it. I've never been a fan, even in Minecraft, the whole addition of XP and levels and enchanting, and that sort of RPG style mechanics never appealed to me. So your Skyrims, your Witchers, your I don't know other types of RPGs. I know so little about that genre. It's a huge genre, and even on, I could see why it's good for YouTube, because then you can pretty much create your own story as you're playing through the game, even though it's kind of scripted. They try to claim that Destiny is an RPG, but it's a first-person shooter. Everybody knows that. So yeah, I've never been a fan of the whole leveling thing. That's maybe why collectively I didn't fight to maintain the Borderlands 2 series that we were doing with B-Dubs and Juice and Generic B way back in the day. That was a first-person shooter, but I think that one leaned definitely much more on the RPG with the story elements and the levels and the upgrades to your guns and the this and that and bosses and battles and raids and things or whatever. No, that's like an MMO, but yeah, that probably not. Maybe. I mean, I'll never rule it out, I suppose. Just like I said, I wasn't going to play console games, and I'm playing console games, but probably not. Not any long RPGs. Is this series not long enough for you? Oh, let's see. When will the live streams come back? TCTOMY, TC Tommy 21, I guess, is what that is. When will the live streams come back? Soon. I really want to get back into the live streams. My schedule still isn't 100% equalized. I'm still decompressing from the move and getting jambled up. For instance, I did just hang some curtains. Kurt hung some curtains in the office. So maybe there's a little bit less echo. It's kind of honestly hard for me to tell when I'm recording. Perhaps I should try to compare and contrast some of my footage from before and after. Oh, perfect. Let's make a hidey hole right here. Woof. Wolfie. No. Over here. Wolfie. Wolfie, don't get stuck underneath the ice. No, you dingus. Over here. Yeah, right there. Good. Ooh, he slid away. All right, so, what was I saying? So yeah, the live streams soon. I definitely want to get back in the live streams, whether or not I jump back onto the Mindcrack server, or maybe I'll think of doing something else in live streams. Who knows? But yes, the weekly live streams were indeed one of those things that the Patreon fundage helped to start, and I really would like to get back into that. As you can tell, and as people have let me know, I'm starting to just get back into the YouTube thing. I've started the Call of Duty 2 series, which I hope you enjoy, and I'm starting to kind of get back on a more steady schedule with the YouTube. So once I get that under control, under control and set, is when I'll probably be more comfortable getting the live streams back up and running. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that soon, and I appreciate you poking my sides about that, just to make sure I haven't written them off or anything. Obviously not. I still obviously want to do them. So, and I definitely need some practice if we're going to be continuing to raise money for Child's Play charity. Check out that transition. Child's Play charity over at farlandsorbust.com, because when we raise... Oh, I already have a boat, but I guess I'll make another one. When we raise $50,000, I'll need to be in practice for the Flobathon, the Farlands or Bust marathon live stream, at the end of which I'll press F3, so keep going to farlandsorbust.com to donate to Child's Play charity, and we'll get right on that. So, yeah, this has been episode 436. Thank you, everybody on Twitter, for giving me your questions. There were a few I didn't get to. I'll hold on to those for a future episode. Thank you very much for watching. Everybody have a good weekend. Don't forget that hopeful, fingers crossed, SpaceX Falcon9 launch tomorrow, 4:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Good luck to that. I suppose. I don't think anybody from SpaceX watches this, but good luck, everybody. My name is Kurt. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Dirt in my face. Brrr.